What's going on, everyone? Nick or Catalyst here. Thank you so much for tuning into the video as always. So it has definitely been a while. This is probably like the 15th time I've tried this audio take, just because you lose practice. Nobody really knows how hard it is to talk to a blank computer screen when you haven't done it for like 3 or 4 weeks. It really makes you out of practice, but that's beyond the point. So it's been about 3 to 4 weeks since I made that update video, and obviously when I made that video I wasn't sure how the next couple weeks were going to unfold for me. That's why I kind of covered all my bases and said, well, I might not come back, I might come back better than ever. And obviously it's been 3 or 4 weeks, and I've kind of found a happy place, a happy medium with what's been going on in my life, and I'm really excited to share with you what's going to be coming very soon to the channel, and all the personal changes and channel changes that I'm going to be making. And the first change that you probably noticed already is that this gameplay looks like buttery smooth, like absolutely smooth as all hell, and that's because I got an Elgato capture card. I got it over the past couple weeks, and I'll explain how and why I did all of that later on in the video, because I think it's really interesting and I think it's really worth saying how I came by all of this. But yeah, I got the Elgato capture card. It looks great, and obviously I'm using a new mic right now. It's not the one that I was using for the old commentaries. I'm not quite sure whether it's good or it's bad for commentaries, but this is a mic that I'm going to be using a lot in the future, and again I'll tell you why with that in a couple minutes time. But just covering my bases on where I left off the last video. Since that last video, we've hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel, and that was kind of the exact opposite of what I was expecting when I announced that, hey, I'm going to be taking some time off, and you probably won't see me for a while, and you may not see me again. So with that being said, reaching 1,000 subscribers, yeah, that's not something that I expected when I made that video, but it's something that I'm really excited for, and it's validation that I am doing something right. And I got to 1,000 subscribers without anybody really holding my hand, or me going out into the YouTube world and begging for subscriptions, or posting my content in places where it really shouldn't be and trying to swindle people into sub for sub. I've done this kind of all by myself, and it's really very satisfying to know that that work has kind of paid off. And now that I've reached 1,000 subs, it's kind of greenlit some other things channel related that I was very reluctant to do earlier on. And one of those things, as I've already said in the video, is that I got an Elgato capture card. I also got a new mic. I got a webcam. I got all of this bunch of new gear that I wouldn't have gotten before because I didn't need it. And I was really kind of a realist at the beginning of doing YouTube, because I didn't have any plans for the future with it. It was just a hobby. It's still that way with me, don't get me wrong, but I didn't see any point in spending all of this money on an expensive capture card and all this expensive gear for something that might not go anywhere. And that kind of dumbfounds me. I see kids all the time on YouTube, spending all this money on a capture card and all this really high-tech gear, and their channels don't go anywhere for one reason or the other, and they just wasted $400 on equipment that's just gonna waste away on the shelf. And I never wanted to be that person. I didn't want to waste that money, and I certainly didn't want to waste that time on something that wasn't a guarantee. And that's kind of a life lesson. That's kind of something that you learn over time, is that you shouldn't waste money when you don't need to. And that's one of the main reasons why I didn't get an Elgato capture card or anything like that until now. And even so, I wasn't sure that I was going to pick any of this up. I did come into a gigantic Amazon gift card that my residents gave me for signing a lease with them. That was like $400 or whatever, and that more than enough covered my expense for the capture card. It covered a bunch of other things. So in actuality, it was a really nice deal. It set me up pretty nice, and I'm very happy with it. And now that can present me with the opportunity to create better content without having to have me come out of my pocket with any real sort of danger, if that makes sense. So now that that's covered, okay, Catalyst, what's this plan you have? What about the future? So Battlefield 5 comes out very soon, just a couple weeks away. Now, Unfortunately, I didn't buy the deluxe edition package and all that jazz. I just got through a talk with you on how I don't want to waste money when I don't need to, and that kind of falls under the same lines. I didn't want to pay that extra money just to play the game early, and although that's probably going to be detrimental to me and my channel in terms of not getting things out fast enough, that just kind of is what it is. But nonetheless, Battlefield 5 is coming out soon, and all the gear that I just bought is streaming gear. So what I'm planning to do is this. A lot of what my channel is based around, obviously it's a lot of help, it's a lot of tips and tricks, it's funny moments, but it's also straight up gameplay, and that's a lot of editing to do videos in those three categories all the time. So what I've decided is that I'm going to start streaming on Twitch very, very consistently, like every other day or every day if possible. And what that's going to be able to allow me to do is that's going to give you all, the guys, the great gameplay that you all expect from me, the high quality gameplay and the high skill gameplay that my channel is becoming just a tiny tad bit known for. And that's going to provide that kind of gameplay for you all without any subtraction from, I guess, the overall content. So essentially what I suppose you could say that I'm doing is I'm taking the time that I would be doing for editing, and I'm just giving you the same content, that same gameplay, but I'm delivering it to you live on Twitch, and it's going to allow me to interact with you all on a more personal basis. It's going to give me the ability for follows and subscriptions and donations, and I'm getting all of that set up right now. To where I got a bunch of cool donations, and I'm doing the Streamlabs stuff right now. So that's been my homework over the past couple of weeks. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. That really should just take a huge weight off my back, and I'm not going to have to worry about the quote-unquote grind, so to speak, because the reality is that life is going to get in the way sooner rather than later, and I know that I'm not going to be doing YouTube forever unless I blow up out of nowhere, which, who knows, that might happen. Anything can realistically happen, but again, as you can see from my topics earlier in this game, in this commentary, I'm a realist. I take things very matter-of-factly. I don't really make that many stupid decisions when it comes to this kind of stuff, but so that is the plan. I'm probably going to be streaming a bunch of Battlefield 5, but I'm probably going to be a little bit late on it because it does come out the same week as is Thanksgiving, so I'm not going to be at my apartment. I'm going to be spending time with family, as I should be. Video games are fun and all, but family is family, so I'm going to be spending time with that. But as soon as I get the chance, we're going to be hitting the grind hard, going to bringing you everything you need to know about the game, and I'm going to be streaming a ton of it. I'm coming to the end of this commentary, guys. I don't have that much gameplay left, so if you get anything out of this, thank you all so much for 1,000 subscribers. It really means a lot to me. It was a nice pickup, and I didn't really expect it, but thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you follow the Twitch. It's the same as the YouTube. My name is Snicker Catalyst, and I will see you all another time.